a very long time, like, since I cut out meat. Since I took nutrition, food, and fitness in high school, like first year, 9th grade. This is a pizza I learned how to make. It's just a typical Margarita pizza, but honestly, I liked it so much that I made it at home a lot, and I got Riley to eat it, which, if you know Riley, she doesn't really like pizza, so it became a big thing in my house. Like, she mentioned it a lot, or if I made it, she would mention it. So we're just gonna make it again. We don't have all the exact ingredients that I would probably use, but we're going off of what I bought for groceries at the same time. I didn't want to buy more than one version of tomatoes because I'm lazy. So we're using small tomatoes instead and doing a little things different here and there. We're also making the base by scratch instead of just using what was in a bottle because we don't own that bottle anymore. So things have changed here and there. We're gonna actually cut basil and stuff, so that's fun. But let's get to it. We're going to start with the ingredients we will be using, which is about a half cup of cut basil, about a half cup of sliced tomatoes. This time I'm using smaller tomatoes because it's what I had. A tablespoon of finely chopped garlic, and then the whole bowl of mozzarella cheese. Honestly, we probably should have used half to 3/4 of it, but I like cheese, and I needed to get rid of it, and cheese. As gross as it looks on the platter, it's yummy cheese. Other ingredients we also have is my pizza crust, which I can already tell you is broken. So we're gonna have to figure out how to solve that because, I don't know about you guys, but pizza's supposed to be a circle. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I was planning on it being a circle. So if we're not going to use that, then we got an alternative pizza, or we could try to stitch it together, which is probably what I'm going to do, because we're going to be using cheese. So why not? But that is our other ingredients besides, the ingredients I chopped. So we're going to start by making the sauce for the pizza. For a margarita pizza, sometimes they use red sauce, sometimes they use a garlic sauce. I'm going to do an olive garlic sauce, so we're going to start with this mortar and pestle my mom uses for decoration. We're actually going to use it. We start with the garlic, and we're only doing a tablespoon. Like I said, it's a small pizza, and honestly, I don't know how strong or how much of garlic was in the previous bottle I have used. It was a store-bought ingredient. We are homemaking something. So we put the garlic in, and then we're going to measure out about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil and add that into the mortar. Which part's the mortar and which part's the pestle? I don't know. Either way, we add it to the thing, and then we're gonna add salt and plenty of pepper as to add, seasoning to the garlic, because otherwise it's just garlic and oil, and that's not much of a sauce. It's not much of anything. So then we're gonna start smashing the garlic and trying to kind of infuse the garlic with the olive oil and the olive oil with the garlic per se. I don't really know. I just imagine cooking magic happening in there while I'm just muddling away at this garlic and trying to smash it as much as possible so the garlic can go into the olive oil, and make a decent sauce without making it too oily. Once you think it's muddled enough, or, your urine gets tired, you stop and we put it on the pizza. It's finally time to put the ingredients on the pizza crust, but also time to deal with the daunting crack. I mean, the entire pizza is cracked in half. Like, it is a straight line on, the not exactly middle. Like, if you were to cut this pizza in 4 strips, the first strip, I guess. Either way, let's repair this pizza. Let's make a pizza, shall we? We're going to start by putting the garlic sauce olive oil thing down, and we're going to spread it around. Yes, I'm using a paintbrush. This is our cooking paintbrush. I don't know how this started, but it's been around since rib making and all those days in my kitchen. But I'm using it to spread the sauce around so I don't have to get all the oil on my hands, and the oil actually stays on the pizza. And then we're gonna lay down all of the cheese, which once again, I feel like this is too much cheese, but it is helping us keep the pizza together in the crack area, which I am thankful for, because all I want to do is be able to lay this pizza down on the oven rack versus actually cook it on a pan, but I think we're gonna have to cook it on a pan either way. Then we're gonna put the tomatoes down, and I once again use small tomatoes versus large tomatoes. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to be more beneficial or less beneficial. We will find out. And then we put down all the cut basil on top. I put this on top because I feel like it's more of a garnish, one, but two, then you get to see how it shrinks up. And if you put it under any of the ingredients, I feel like you don't see it. So I want to be able to see everything. So we did everything in this order because of that. With our oven preheated to 425 degrees, it's now time to put the pizza in the oven. I did decide to keep it on a pan because of the crack and just because of how much cheese. It's going to be a lot of oil. And that means that it could potentially trip or, fall apart, and we don't want that to happen just on the oven and make a mess. That would be a disaster. So while we cook, I'm going to tell you guys basically why I started making this pizza. When I was 16 and I took a nutrition class, I decided to cut meat out and started really looking into how I ate food and why, certain foods were good for me and certain foods weren't good for me, because I was having a huge issue with gaining weight. I was around 35 or so pounds, and I was not doing well healthy-wise. I couldn't keep muscle on me. I couldn't keep fat on me. I was struggling. So I found within this nutrition class that I should start focusing on my diet more and taking in, more vegetables and fruits and, cutting out the hormones, additives, emulsifiers and stuff as much, because that was probably not helping me. They have a lot of chemical issues. They have a lot of issues that cause physical or mental impairments with color dyes and stuff. So within this class, I decided that I was going to cut out meat because of the hormones that were in the meat that my family at the time could afford, and that I also was going to start really working on, my exercise and working on just strength building. So within cutting meat, eating a pescatarian diet, which is primarily fish, you could still have animal products, you could still have vegetables, fruits, carbs, all that, just no animals, like no land animals. I wanted to go vegan or vegetarian, which would cut out fish or cut out all animal products, but my mom thought I'd disappear, so we didn't do that. And, within that diet and the strength training, I gained 20 to 25 pounds, and I'm at the weight I'm at now. I'm still underweight, still trying to get healthier, but it's a lot better than it could have been. Now that the pizza is ready, it's time to take it out of the oven. And if you watched the crack while I talked, you would notice that the two pieces of pizza where the crack was went further away from each other instead of securing together. So sad, but we gotta deal with it. So this is what the pizza looks like out of the oven. As we can see, there is a lot of burnt oil or cheese oil or whatever residue around the pizza, which means this is probably gonna be a little doughy because it absorbed it, and I'm a little disappointed in the crack, but hey, what can you do? Let's just get to eating it because I'm starving. Okay, y'all, so the pizza is all done. Now, we did have that break in the pizza, so I just cut straight down the line for that and made like flatbread, I guess. And then I did pizza slices out of the rest of it. So there's pizza, but I'm going to eat the flatbread pieces because I don't think anyone in my family will eat these pieces. So I'm going to test try these, and we'll just, I guess dig in. It's not bad. I definitely feel like I've done it better before. I feel like there's too much cheese, so there's too much oil. And maybe we just need to do better pizza dough because it's kind of chewy. And I don't know if that's the pizza dough or the ingredients on the pizza dough. Just a bit hard to rip for my sensitive teeth. But not bad. Maybe the actual pieces of pizza are better. Things I would change, obviously having the pizza dough not be broken. Having the pizza dough, if it is chewy itself versus the ingredients on it making it chewy, actually be proper pizza dough that's not going to have that effect because that hurts my teeth. Using larger tomatoes, less cheese maybe, just like a little less cheese. I used the whole mozzarella ball. Maybe I should have made that for 2 pizzas, but I needed to get rid of it because I don't have another pizza shell. Maybe letting the garlic soak in the olive oil overnight or for a longer period, just so the oil can soak that garlic flavor in, just because I don't taste it as much. Tad more pepper. Yeah, just slight adjustments here and there. But I think the broken pizza crust really threw me off my game today. But overall, it's still food. I'll still eat it. I'd probably rate it like a 6 out of 10. Usually this pizza's like an 8 out of 10 for me. So that's fun. But either way, I hope you enjoyed watching this. It was a smaller recipe, but at the same time, we did stuff. There's so much brokenness in my pizza, I don't know what happened to my pizza crust, honestly. It got folded or something and just broke. But either way, I hope you have an amazing day. Stay beautiful, stay positive, and just keep doing you. Bye!